Is it real sweat?
It's real sweat. I'm a high-performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Athletes sweat. Sweat.
The weekly sports podcast is here. Hello, I'm so happy. Patza is also here.
I'm not happy. I'm fucking nervous.
We're
Okay.
on the edge. Okay,
We're on
I
the edge.
think my mic clipped like 17 times in the first.
I mean, this is gonna be a shit show of an episode. I can already feel it. Let me explain to everyone what's going on. I am currently in Tunisia. I'm playing a tennis tournament here. The Wi-Fi in the hotel, like in the entire hotel, is just not great. So I have to go to the lobby to record this episode and obviously be on a talk, like on a Discord chat with Nico. Being in the lobby means there's a lot of people around me. Not only people, but all my other competitors here. Meaning, and to my left is the dining room. So in about 10 minutes, when the doors open, it's going to flood with tennis players. And is essentially everyone is going to see me sitting in a hotel lobby with a mic, headphones, a tripod to record the episode, and I am, yeah.
I gotta say, mad respect, bro. Mad respect.
Thank you.
That requires a certain amount of self-confidence and balls to pull that one off. Because, man, I mean, I've never been in a situation like that, but I can totally imagine what the people are thinking about. And
No, before we started the episode, we talked about it. It's like, you have to come to a tournament with me sometime because,
yeah,
you know, I mean, shout out to all my fellow competitors here, but 80% of them would not, like, everyone here is just focused on tennis, besides this idiot right here. And so to them, doing something like this is very, very strange. And so, yeah, them seeing me here is going to be, well, I don't care. I mean, and you talked about showing balls. I mean, the camera angle that I have right now, there's a full crotch shot of me. I'm happy that on TikTok it's probably going to be, you know, filled with text. So I'm hoping my balls don't fall out of my shorts. So there's that. So, anyways,
but,
athlete sweat.
Mean, exactly, athlete sweat. I mean, anywhere, wherever you would be doing what you're doing at the moment, it is an uncomfortable thing to do publicly, but especially that is, yeah, Patza.
Hey,
I tip my hat.
you know what I can't wait
really
for?
appreciate it.
If somebody comes around now that like starts talking to me while we're recording this episode, this would be hilarious. Maybe they'll come and they join the episode. We'll see. Well, I'll put the mic on for everyone.
All right.
Anyways,
Sports podcast. We are.
I'm gonna.
Podcast.
What do you want to talk about first? Formula One or the NFL?
NFL. I have like a big lump in my throat since
It's called
when I woke
Corona.
up. No, let's just start with the NFL. Let's go over it quickly so that I don't have to talk about it any longer. I did some. I talked a lot of shit before the 49ers match. I was like, okay, they are gonna win. They're like. Remember the last episode when you said that a certain CMC is gonna join the Rams? Well, that certain CMC has not joined the Rams, but the 49ers was on the pitch. Amazing. I'm totally happy. Did some nice made some nice rushing yards. It looked good.
Yeah, but
First
must
half.
be nice to have him. Must be nice.
Yeah.
But my favorite part about that, my favorite part about that was that, you know, I was like, CMC to the Rams, so exciting. He's such a good player. And the second they announced CMC to the 49ers, I was like, he's such a shit player.
Yeah. He's going to get injured very soon. The 49ers will hurt him.
I didn't want him anyways. Yeah, no. I mean, he's a great addition to the 49ers. Obviously, he should improve the Niners' offense. That is already a pretty decent offense, in my opinion. It was just very unfortunate that in his first game he had to play the Chiefs. The Chiefs look like a Super Bowl team, in my opinion. Like, definitely a team that's going to make a run in the playoffs. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be too disappointed with.
No,
with
I'm
the-
not. But
Yeah.
but I watched the first half and then I went to bed. And I went to bed and it was 14-13 if I remember correctly. The Chiefs just missed a field goal and I was like, okay, this is gonna be nice. This is actually gonna be a nice chance. The 49ers were up 10-0. Mahomes threw an interception on his on his first play. I was like, okay, today's the day. We can do some harm to them, but no, we could not.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Their
it's-
offense is
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs' offense is incredible, but it would have been an incredible win. Winning
Yes.
against the Chiefs at the moment would have given them so much confidence, so much boost that, they would have been hyper motivated. And, yeah, but like I said, it would have been a great win, but it's obviously not a bad loss. So,
no.
yeah.
It's okay. Nobody got hurt. At least not in the 49ers game.
CMC didn't get hurt. That's going to be win every week.
Exactly. So I'm happy for that. No, the Chiefs are looking incredible, and if the rumor, I mean, it's a rumor, and there's lots of rumors, but if the rumor should be true that Odell Beckham Jr. is honestly considering joining the Chiefs,
I'm going to give you my honest opinion about Odell Beckham Jr. and the Chiefs right now.
yeah,
I do not think that he's a great addition to the Chiefs. And this sounds very contradicting because ever since Tyreek Hill has left the Chiefs look almost better. And that is a problem that you have with such a star receiver, is that the quarterback sometimes feels forced to throw to that receiver. And now with Tyreek Hill being gone, it just gets, the ball gets thrown to everyone a lot more than before. And so maybe
point.
Odell Beckham would interrupt all of that and would disturb it.
yeah, would make their play less creative and more like linear, and I see your point, yeah.
That's the only issue. But hey, as a Rams fan, I saw what he did last year. It was absolutely incredible. So, yeah, he's going to be a great addition to any team. So.
I hear that now the embarrassing part of sitting here and seeing all the people has started.
Can you?
So
I don't know how much you can hear. The
I have
background
also-
noise.
I mean, I just hear you through Discord, and the guy or our listeners will hear you through your recording, so it will be a much better audio quality. So I'm very sure that, but noise makes
It makes it authentic. Let's put it like
exactly
that.
it makes it lively. That's what it is. I mean, it is what it is. You're sitting in a fucking hotel lobby, so it's allowed to sound like you're sitting in a fucking hotel lobby. But yeah.
I'll come back to my tennis story. I won yesterday. I lost today. If I see my opponent from today, like now, I'm not gonna feel great. If I have to look the man in the eye that beat me today, while I'm sitting here with a fucking podcasting mic, pretending to be an expert on sports, maybe you should do it. Fuck.
Yeah, if he comes, you
Gets
just hand
replaced.
him your headset over, and I'm gonna start over with him again.
Okay, you're the host now.
No, but I mean, talking about sports podcasts, I mean, I'm sitting here having a beer,
Yeah, it shows how professional we are, isn't it?
and I swear, I just had the most unhealthy dinner there is. Not necessarily. It's if you're not lactose intolerant, you are after you've had it. It's like
Was it really
little
fulfilling?
tomato. It's like a cheese fondue with figs and tomato. Amazing, like it. Mwah, mwah. But I think I ate at least, and I'm not joking, a pound of cheese.
I
So-
do not see the problem with that. I
Yeah.
mean, I've talked about it in past episodes about, the diet that I've been doing and everything. I've been off it now for a little bit over a week. It's been. Can they shut the fuck up? Can they shut the fuck up? Like, can you go to fucking dinner or something? Jesus fuck. Pissed here. No, like where was I? Something about diet. Yeah, eat whatever you like. After this month, all I can say, eat wherever the fuck you want. Life's too short to be eating only healthy and whatever. Eat chocolate cake. Eat beef. Eat everything. It's the better life.
For our listeners, today is not the day to listen to Patza's life advices because they might be a little cynical and not very uplifting or inspiring.
Tomorrow you get like a headline tennis player walks into the ocean, doesn't return. Oh my god! Why did we choose to record the day that I lost? I don't know. Oh my god!
I wanted to do it yesterday or something, but then again, we would not have had any games to talk about, or at least not a lot. So
Back to the NFL.
Exactly. Continuing with the schedule.
Do we want to talk about the other guys besides me that lost? Let's talk about Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, arguably the two best quarterbacks that we have in our lifetimes, maybe ever. And they're both playing like absolute horseshit at the moment.
They kind of bottomed out.
Yeah, they really have.
I mean, as Tom Brady with a, let's say, decent offense, if you only score 3 fucking points against the fucking Carolina Panthers, who lost.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Their
My
best
team scored.
play.
Hey, my team scored 3 points in the Super Bowl. Okay, at least it was in the Super Bowl. They only scored 3 points. Yeah.
But
And-
exactly.
Not only the Panthers, but like the Panthers completely decimated. They had no core. Who played a quarterback? They had no CMC. They had nobody.
Nobody.
I think it was like a college team that played for them. So
But they outplayed the Bucks, like in defense, in offense.
Yeah.
They just were superior over the whole game. That was crazy.
No, I mean honestly, don't know what that means for the Bucks. Don't know what that means for Tom Brady, but hey, it's not looking good. But now that he doesn't have a family anymore, I guess he could play for another 10 years. He'll build a super team again in like 2 years, and he'll be Super Bowl champion with 50.
It's true, but I gotta say he plays like shit at the moment. And I'm not joking. Like
Yeah.
It's not like he's surrounded by a lot of fucktards, but he plays shitty himself.
But this comes from an athlete's perspective. There's a lot going on in his life, and we talked about it on the last episode, or the second to last,
Of course.
where
Yeah.
I got the looks that I'm getting here is hilarious. So there's a lot going on in Tom Brady's life right now. And like I said, in the second to last episode, we talked about how he might not be a family man. Family is not for everyone, which is fine. But still, that was his wife of how many years? They have kids together. Suddenly, she left with the kid. Well, I mean, we don't know the details, but presumably they all
Probably.
fucked off somewhere. And even though football might be his number one and it's so much more important than the rest to him, that doesn't mean that the other things are completely unimportant to him, which means that, it's still a factor. It's still in your head. If I have something going on the day before a match that's just affecting me in a negative way, and it can be so many things. It can be school. I mean, I don't want to use these things as excuses, but I'm in the middle of choosing my master thesis project. I'm doing a lot of things, and you might not think that they are on your mind, but they are.
Absolutely. And you can be a professional for 30 years. It doesn't matter. You will always be affected by stuff like that. And I mean, we're having, like, losing your wife and kids is like a situation that most people don't go through annually. This is like a once in a lifetime experience. So like, it's not
100%.
like okay, I know what to do because I've dealt with that situation 10 times. I mean, there probably is people who've done it, but I mean, Tom Brady and Giselle Bündchen were like together for a very long time, so I do understand that.
Yeah, no. I will
Aaron
see how
Rodgers, on
he
the other hand,
Yeah, I don't know what
does not have that excuse.
he's been taking too much ayahuasca and I don't know, eating too much cheese. Maybe look what happens when you eat too much cheese.
Probably.
You
I
start
gotta
to become the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I thought at one point that the Green Bay Packers make a comeback yesterday, but they didn't.
Still, they lost to the Commanders, which aren't. I've said it before. The Commanders aren't as bad of a team as their record is, but
But
still,
they're not on a run, or they were not on a run.
No, and the Packers, their expectations are winning a Super Bowl and doing something. It's not
Yeah.
losing to the Commanders.
Talking about a team who has a run, what team comes into your mind?
A few Giants. Giants
would have been
totally have a
my-
run. And honestly, Cowboys are still on a run. Okay, they beat the Lions. The Lions are the Lions, but not playing bad.
I'm happy for that,
So-
but yeah, the
Of course
Giants.
you
I
are,
mean,
dickhead.
the Giants had more luck than common sense yesterday. Like they won that game by a yard, and I'm not sure if I've ever seen a football match that had that many penalties included. The last fourth down has been replayed, I think, 5 times.
Yeah, it's that's football for you again. With how many penalties you have and all that. Yeah, it's. But I now gonna have to say the Jaguars are. Look at that. We have little kids running around in our episode.
Yeah.
The Jaguars are also a better team than they are on paper.
Yeah.
I think they're doing the right things that's going to put them in a good position again in 2-3 years or something. So, it wasn't a given win for the Giants, but yeah, I mean,
Nonetheless,
they won. They won.
Exactly, they won. It's like
Hey.
you cannot always win 48-17. Sometimes you also have
to win 69 like the Jets did. Wow, the Broncos are shit this year. Wow.
their offense is so bad. They're the lowest scoring team ever, I think.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
they just don't know how to score.
How do you pay $230 million to a quarterback for him to suck?
Yeah.
Is it?
They even got Lewis Hamilton on board. And they
I don't know
still
if that's a
suck.
good thing.
No, but that's like more championship DNA for your franchise, you know?
To be fair, Lewis Hamilton is not really used to winning at the moment, but we'll talk about that in a moment. It's like, so Broncos,
Fair point.
Hamilton,
Fair
they fit
point,
very
fair
well together.
point.
They thought they were going to win this year, and they ended up not winning. So,
Fair point.
You know who I see right now? I see Jordi. Jordi is a coach at a tennis academy in Belgium where I practice in Hasselt. And I know one day we're going to get him on this podcast because he's a massive sports fan. So, I mean, he's not seeing me right now, luckily. I'm glad that there's not many people seeing me right now. But, shout out to Jordi. I hope he hears this because we're definitely going to get him on an episode sometime.
Is he the sneakerhead?
Yeah, he's a big sneakerhead.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll
Then
get him
I-
on a sneaker episode. I can't wait until we talk about sneakers.
I think that our listeners have seen, well, at least a very, very, very small part of your sneaker collection in
Yeah. Unfortunately,
few.
this time my background is a fucking plant. And if for some reason you haven't been paying attention for the past 20 minutes, I'm in a fucking hotel lobby.
But it's still better than having such a shit artificial background. Like you could make like, I don't know, underwater.
Shit, if I would have put myself fully behind the plants, we could have used it as a green screen.
Exactly.
I could put like the worst green screen of all time behind me right now. Oh my god, this is the worst and best episode at the same time.
Yeah, we were having a debate about is it worth actually like facing all the difficulties and recording, and we were like, yeah, okay, let's just give it a try.
It turned
I'm
out.
happy that our audio and video connection is still working. Knock
It's
on wood.
the Wi-Fi is pretty well. We even had a backup plan. What happens if my Wi-Fi breaks off? Hey, knock on wood for now. That
Exactly. Maybe
stay
you will see what the backup plan is. I can tell you, I get undressed until Patza comes back.
fuck. Everyone's praying right now that the internet doesn't cut off. No, but you're gonna see me like that for sure. Next Monday, we're doing a NFL rundown again, and possibly the weekend after, like week after as well. So there's gonna be a lot more of me in this hotel lobby, and the chaos is not gonna get better. I already know.
No. And sadly,
Yeah.
Tunisia is not part of the European Union, so you cannot use your mobile data to use your phone as a hotspot or whatever.
To be fair, I got a great deal here. I paid 10 euros for 24 gigabytes. So,
Really?
Yeah,
That is-
that's the. Yeah.
I paid
but
like $30 for 2 gigabyte in the States. Sounds fair.
Sounds like freedom.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay.
is there any other game you'd still like to talk about?
Let me think about it. Do you know how the Bears played? I did not see it.
No, the Bears are playing tonight against the Patriots.
I thought they were playing yesterday. Okay. They were playing tonight.
And at least that's what my phone tells me. But with the Wi-Fi that I have here, don't be so sure that it's correct.
I see. Yeah, exactly. I know that they're playing the Patriots. I mean, I'm not suspecting great things to happen, but you never know.
Yeah.
Well, the Bengals played amazing yesterday.
Ah,
Joe
Joey.
Burrow. Whoa, that was
Yeah,
a
fair play.
freaking show. Like, he had a pass rating of, I don't know, 140 at the halftime or something like that. That was like...
I mean, what was it? 501 yards for 4 tudders, I think, something like that.
yeah.
Talk about it.
It's-
That's a perfect day to me.
It doesn't get much better. Absolutely. That was amazing. That was amazing. Like, I'm always watching Red Zone, and like all the time Red Zone switched back to the Bengals. It was like touchdown.
And here's
So, yeah.
another game. Touchdown Bengals. Here's another game. Touchdown Bengals. You watched it in English or in German
Yeah,
yesterday?
I actually got the NFL Game Pass because I don't have the Zone anymore because the fuckers are too expensive and don't offer
Yeah,
shit.
that's-
You can make that as a reel.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah, so I got
if-
I got the NFL Game Pass. Plus, I gotta say, I mean, I was watching it with my girlfriend, and even though she's not the most interested person in football, it still has its advantages of theoretically understanding what the people are talking about.
Hey, just let me talk about your girlfriend for a second, because I don't know if I told this story on the podcast. My girlfriend, Nico, his girlfriend, and I, we all decided to watch the Super Bowl together at my place. My girlfriend, like, we've made it a tradition, second time in a row now, that she came to watch the Super Bowl with us. It's incredibly shitty to watch the Super Bowl in Europe because it's in the middle of the night. It's on a Sunday. Monday, everyone has to go to work, or if you're like me, you can sleep in. And so we thought it would be amazing because Nico and his girlfriend just started dating. So we thought it would be amazing if they came to our place and we watched it like double date kind of thing. Now, here's the thing. She's American. And I thought, oh, it's so cool to have an American in the house while we watch the Super Bowl. She knows fuck all about football. Nico, who knows a little bit more, he knew at that time a little bit more than fuck all about football, had to explain to her what the fuck was going on. It was the most hilarious thing that I had ever seen. I was like, what the fuck is happening? We're in Germany watching an American sports game with an American, but the German has to explain how the game works to an American. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
She will be very mad at you when she listens to the podcast. And
Oh, but it was cute. It was nice. Honestly,
I see your point. But I mean, I still think there's shitloads of Americans who are like not interested in sports at all. I mean, when she grew up, she went to a lot of basketball games like Chicago Bulls, or like she knows stuff about baseball. I don't know shit about baseball, but
I was about to
football?
say I mean, maybe I'm generalizing too much here, but female Americans, you either have they love all sports, but
Disclaimer
women-
now, sexism shit is coming out of Patza's
it's
mouth.
about to happen. No, but I've always felt like, there's girls that just do not care at all about football, for example, but then they know a lot about a different sport. So there's one sport they're really, really passionate about, and then they don't give a fuck about others.
Do you know what sport she played?
Oh, let me guess. I
A
mean,
sport that is absolutely non-existent in Europe, or at least
no.
Germany.
But look, she's a baseball fan, so I'm gonna go with softball.
No. Lacrosse.
Okay. Ooh, interesting.
Lacrosse.
Cool sport. Very rough sport.
It's
Very
like I think
underrated
it's
sport.
from intensity. It's kind of like handball. I don't. Is there an English?
Yeah, I would
or
say
an
so.
American-
But yeah, but handball with sticks. So
yeah.
yeah,
But therefore
it's
you
kinda
wear
cool.
face masks, so evens out. But yeah, rough sport. You're right.
Hey, but I'm so glad I didn't say what I was just about to say, because I was about to drop the most sexist sentence without even realizing. So I'm so glad now that I thought about it that I didn't say it. Holy shit. That was a joke that would have been really, really bad. So
Would that have been a joke that would have been, or that I would have to eliminate out of the podcast before we could have released it?
well, honestly, yes, but on the other hand, it would have been a joke that you would have laughed about, and you wouldn't have noticed how bad it was until we got in like a really bad shitstorm. So I'm very happy right now that I didn't say what I wanted to say.
I see. Yeah, I still think that we need to build our legacy a little bit more before we can show our 100% true selves, because at the moment we would just probably get banned from all of the
To be
common
fair,
platforms.
To be fair, what's going to happen? The 20 listeners that we have are going to cancel us. Come at us, bitches. No, hey, the 20 listeners that we have, I appreciate you, okay? You're sticking around for us.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you
We're
guys.
just doing it for you.
We want to do it for more people, but more people don't want to listen to us.
Oh damn! Formula
yeah.
One, Formula
Yeah.
One, Formula One.
Fuck, it's getting
Circuit
more and more
of the
depressing for
Americas.
you. Yeah,
I did not watch
amazing
the
track.
race yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
know.
Because I had Wi-Fi for one race, like for one stream, and so I chose to spend it on Formula One instead of football.
Yeah, we split up. You watched Formula
Yeah.
One. I watched football. So. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know where I start. George Russell. What the fuck? I mean, he cut across me. He cut across me. No, he fucking didn't. No, you're a psychopath. I mean, sorry, no. Poor Carlos Sainz, he...
Doesn't have the best of the seasons. He's like very
He's been
unlucky.
so unlucky.
So
He's
unlucky.
been so unlucky. He gets pole, very awesome for him. I'm like super happy, but yeah. And George decided to ruin his 100% race win from pole stat. So
Yeah, still
Fuck you,
ends
George.
up behind Nicolas Latifi.
yeah, wow, that's tough. Tough day.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, I am a George Russell fan. Like when I'm talking about
Of course
the next,
you are. Of course you fucking. This is getting worse and worse.
when we're talking when short yeah, side story here. When we're talking about the next gen driver, which I include, still have to say it even though he's already won 2 world championships, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris,
Fernando Alonso.
George Russell. I would love to include Mick Schumacher here, but I'm not sure how long we're able to actually watch him perform in the sport, so I will leave him out for the moment. From
Nick
all of
and
these,
Seb being such good friends that they retired the same year. It's so bad.
yeah,
Poor Mick.
no, but considering all of these guys, I like Charles Leclerc a lot, but I would say that George Russell is my favorite. Definitely, he's British. He's cool. He's fucking cool. He's driving a Mercedes.
Yeah.
He's he's handsome. He's got everything. He's
Yeah, he runs around shirtless all the time. Of course you like him.
Well, bro,
No, okay,
that is thin ice you're walking on when we're talking about our affections towards male Formula One drivers.
Hey, I am proud to be a Charles Leclerc fan, okay? I am proud. I'm not going to say anything about him being shirtless now, because that's going to end badly.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it was not very smart of him to do what he did. And was it the race before or the second to last race where he did a similar thing and blamed?
He's punted 6 different drivers, like this entire season. He nearly killed Joe.
No, I mean that is like racing incident.
Yeah, always racing incident when it's George Russell. He hit Paris in France. What a, like, I mean, last year.
That's the only
killed
language
Bottas.
South Americans understand.
Wow, hard love. Hey, but Paris. Hey, I hope he wins in Mexico. I'll give you that.
That would be cool. I would absolutely give that to him. No, but you're right. That is, I mean, he's trying to overperform the car. He's trying to he wants too much, and he just wants too much.
Yeah, no, I've said this before about Leclerc as well. You know, as much as I am a fan of his, I think he's not 100% ready to be a world champion yet, even with a car that can compete for it, unless you give him by a mile the best car, then anyone can be world champion. But you know, in that fight against Verstappen, he still made too many mistakes, and I think Russell is actually worse in that regard. Like, he's way further away from
first season with
100%.
car
no,
that
like
performs halfway.
Yeah, he still has the potential to it. Don't get me wrong, and no, I think he can do it, but not yet. He's not yet. Like, if Mercedes puts a car, what we're assuming right now, I think it's going to be a 3-way fight next year. It's my prediction. I think it's going to be Hamilton who's going to be fighting for the title, and I think if that happens, where Hamilton gets 1, 2, 3, 4 wins during the season, and he's actually in contention, I think George Russell is going to start playing second fiddle to him. That's what I think.
Okay, interesting prediction.
But that doesn't mean that I don't think that he cannot be world champion eventually.
No, I see your point.
But
yeah, it's tough luck having Lewis Hamilton as your co-driver.
Jordi just saw me, so.
That's Sebastian Vettel. He's my friend.
Oh my god. This is funny episode. Funny episode.
Yeah, but apart from that, I mean, Max Verstappen cleared the Constructors' World Championship for Red Bull, at least for the moment.
The way it looks right now, I do not see them losing it.
No, me neither, sadly.
But we can talk about the potential penalty that they're going to get with the 25% reduction in wind tunnel time. And Twitter was very funny when that was announced, because so many people were like, oh, that's nothing, what the fuck, you know? And everyone who knows a little bit about wind tunnel was like, actually.
That's actually everything.
25% is a whole fucking lot.
Yeah, that is the reason why the poor teams are so bad.
Yeah, and it can be the reason that Red Bull is suddenly a midfield team.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
And then you're gonna see that Max Verstappen is gonna somehow carry the fifth fastest car somehow to a race win, sure, but then it's gonna be over for Verstappen's dominance.
No, absolutely. So we will see what the outcome of that will be, but nonetheless, he drove to a. Theoretically, it was an easy win. Then the pit stop made it a little bit more interesting again, because they kind of fucked up. But, you know, Red Bull makes 99 perfect pit stops, and the one they fuck up, it takes 4 seconds. That is like
Yeah.
a fast pit stop for Haas.
Fair, and I mean, look how they messed up Vettel's race yesterday. With
For
a
example,
16-second.
Vettel would have only got maybe he would not have finished in front of Lando. Probably not.
No, but it still ruined his race. Yeah, and I feel like if you're
not very motivational.
I think if you're sitting in an F1 car and suddenly you're stationary for 16 seconds, that hurts mentally a lot.
Yeah.
So
the Patza's on board where he was like, guys.
that was the most depressing thing ever. When he was in Monaco stationary for 3 days.
A minute.
That was tough. Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why are you carrying me into the garage? I just came to change my tires. The race isn't over yet.
But Sebastian Vettel was flying yesterday. Like the last 2-3 laps, this was world championship level.
You want to be part of the episode? You want to say hi to the camera?
Hello,
hi guys.
That's my coach, and that's my doubles partner for the week.
What's up, guys?
Guy, come
Hi.
in more. Okay, Freddie's part of it now. He cannot.
Very nice.
He cannot
can
hear what
sadly
you're
not
saying,
hear what I'm saying exactly. So you guys are playing doubles together.
Yeah, we're playing doubles together. We're playing not tomorrow actually. We're not playing tomorrow. No. So we're gonna play on Wednesday. He's gonna play first round main draw tomorrow. Good job to him. Very well done.
Well done, absolutely. Good luck for that. Tell him.
He's actually playing my opponent tomorrow. So. Yeah.
Okay, beat him.
Yeah, you're gonna kick his ass.
I hope so.
You guys
will.
going to dinner?
My best.
We got like a few minutes left to talk about Verstappen's dominance in Formula 1. He actually watched. I'll turn him. So there you go. Yeah, he actually watched Formula 1 yesterday with me, and
Very nice.
It was one of his first races, I think. So I explained to him that. Formula 1 sucks because Verstappen is just kicking ass. And I told him to be a Leclerc fan, so that's why he got the red wristband.
Fair call. No, but yeah, apart from that, I mean, the race yesterday, it was interesting.
It was a decent race. I mean, Coda is honestly a very underrated track, in my opinion. The S's
cool.
are such a cool thing. People just, it's a rip-off of Japan or whatever. But I think it's a cool track. It was a very exciting race. First off, it's just that Red Bull is just too strong at the moment. And I'm still happy for Leclerc. That safety car came out at just the right time. And so, yeah.
Yeah. But also amazing that Hamilton finished P2. That was also a very strong race. That requires strong performance.
He had that race win at his fingertips. As much as I'm not a Mercedes fan and I'm not the biggest Hamilton fan, it would have been cool if he had won that, but he just didn't. So,
what was your friend's impressions on the first Formula 1 race? Like what kind of was the thing that stood out the most?
What do you remember from the race? Was there something, the crash, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was like the first thing he saw. He came and I was about to go to the bathroom. And I was like, hey, could you just watch the stuff? Because he was doing something for school. And then suddenly I was like, safety. I got a notification on my phone. It was like, safety car again. I was like, hold on, I'm not going to the bathroom because my stream was like a minute behind. And I was like, check out what's a... Yeah, I'll pee myself, doesn't matter. And I was like, check out what's about to happen. And suddenly Alonso just decides to do a wheelie and have half his car ripped off. And he was like, oh, cool.
Honestly, the fact that he was...
Did you... Yeah.
Honestly, the fact that he was
exciting. Like, something like that happened the first race.
Yeah, it's sick, huh? When that happens the first time you see it. If you're unlucky, you just see, like, Monaco. If Monaco's your first race, that sucks.
I mean, it's an impressive...
it's cool, but yeah.
But, yeah. Nonetheless, that Fernando Alonso was able to finish the race with that car and, and the car obviously did not slow down. Pieces broke off, pieces
he actually got
you
faster,
would think.
I think.
Yeah. I don't know. He
People
lost weight
they're
or
gonna
whatever.
start-
I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna start building cars the way Fernando's car looked after the crash because he was so fast. No, I mean fair play to Fernando. It's such a shame that he lost that he lost it. But
I mean, I'm not a
like-
Fernando fan, but you're right. I mean, he has earned it. I mean, I don't know how he did it. I don't know.
very impressive. So, no, overall a very good race. Was nice, like especially since the title is already decided, and there's not much that is still happening at the front. It's nice that we still get to get good races and everything.
No, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I honestly think that's it. That's what we wanted to talk about. Do you have anything
Man.
left, Patza?
I am
Wrap it up.
ready to wrap it up. I'm ready to go to dinner and join everyone and hear what they have to say about this
Yeah,
episode.
be the laugh of all of them. Proudly.
Freddie, anything you still want to say?
Oh. And man, it was nice to be part of this episode, and I'm excited to hear it pretty soon. And yeah,
Thank you very much.
looking forward to more of those episodes.
You kick some ass tomorrow, huh?
Thank you.
All right. Have a great time, guys.
Nico,
Bye-bye.
enjoy editing this episode.
Thank you very much.
I'll edit the video.
Bye.
Bye.
Keep.